YouTube, and we're live on Periscope. So, to everybody out there, hello, hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation. And what we will be talking about for today is giving unconditional love to those who need it. When there are many people who feel like they've gone through so much hurt, so many difficulties, and feel as though that the ideology of unconditional love doesn't exist, that it really doesn't come, it doesn't really, it's not real in any sense. Sorry for a minute, my nose is very stuffy, but the truth is unconditional love does exist. The hardest part, though, is due to the world we live in, we cannot see it as that being something true. We can't see a world we can't imagine a world where we can live unconditionally with each other and love each other unconditionally because of how we act in today's society, what we see from others, that unconditional love can only consist with conditions. And that is the only way we can see it. We can't see it where we can love each other gently, kindly, with no malice, with no judgment. But the problem with that is we have never truly, as a whole, fulfilled that. We've never shown that example because of what we feel works in this world and what the truth is within us. The one thing I can say to people is simply this: if you desire to see the unconditional love within who you are, you first have to be willing to give that unconditional love to another. Now, your thought might be, well, how am I supposed to give unconditional love to someone else if I don't even know what unconditional love is? My question to you is, how would you act if you were unconditionally loving? With no malice or no thoughts about what you think you should do in a sense of unconditional love, but how would you genuinely act if you were being unconditionally loving? If you were being your kindness, if you were being with no judgment, if you were truly being with love and kindness and care and gentleness towards another, how would you act towards that person? What would you say? What would you do? How would you react around them? Think about that and keep that in mind as to who you truly are. When you understand that of unconditional love, not what people tell you, but deep inside what you feel inside yourself as who you are, give that to another. It might not even be perfect, but the one thing I can tell you is when you are working towards giving it to another, you slowly see the unconditional love within yourself. You might think this is a waste of time and whatnot, that I really shouldn't care for this, but go forth and give to another. If you are willing to share your kindness, whether it's just gently showing to another person the care they deserve, because all of us deserve to know that unconditional love within. All of us deserve to know what unconditional love is, however we don't. And including myself, it took me a minute. Many of us think unconditional love is finding someone who can give us that which we have never seen, as though it is a treasure. But what we fail to realize is the treasure is within self. Unconditional love can be shown within you. It starts actually with you. You can't get unconditional love until you give it to yourself. And you might think, well, why is that? Because no matter what relationship you get in, you can never truly express unconditional love if you can't see it within yourself. You will only be giving yourself that jealousy. You will only be giving yourself that possessiveness. You will only be giving yourself that judgment upon others because you are doing those same things to yourself. What you see in others, you see in yourself. If you pass judgment, you see judgment in yourself. If you pass hatred, if you pass maliciousness, if you pass all sorts of things to others, you see it in yourself. So when you get past those things, when you get to the point where you are willing to open yourself up to that, you will see another side of you. And to many, they might think, well, I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I could get hurt. I'm afraid that this person might do me like another person did me. I'm afraid. And the thing about unconditional love is when you are willing to be it, other things will subside. Other things will disappear. It will no longer be about what you're afraid of, but seeing who you really are past that. The way I've experienced it simply is when you see everyone as yourself, when you are pushing your unconditional love, you don't just see people as another Joe Blow on the street. You see them as truly you in a different form, with a different energy, with a different thought process as you. And it might not even be perfect. They might think of you as crazy. They might not. Who knows? But look within yourself and grow that within someone else. Even if they don't believe in it. I've met so many people where, due to my unconditional love towards people, they think that, oh, well, I don't believe that. And I don't personally care if you believe in unconditional love or not. It's worth growing within yourself. And the reason I don't care is because at the end of the day, it's to grow who I am. And it, on top of it, it helps grow them. Doesn't matter what other people say, but to grow that within self is more vitally important than anything. You see, there's too many things out in this world that happens where we pass judgment, we pass hatred, we pass all sorts of things. Many of us desire to find someone we can connect with, to feel as though we're not alone. Look within yourself and realize the things you call forth, first of all. When they come toward you. And when they do come towards you, grow that within self and be willing to take your time towards those people who are around you, who are showing that kindness. Because for most of us, we don't know what to do when we get what we desire in life. We say we desire this, we desire that, we desire unconditional love, and so on and so forth. But once we get it, we deny it. And we do this so many times. It doesn't matter if it's seeing people use amazing abilities, seeing universal beings pop out of the woodworks, seeing anything that's happening on our planet that is more odd than usual. You don't see these things because you are not willing to put yourself out to believe these things. And this is where you need to be willing to understand the importance of observation and being open-minded to things you may not know about. So you can get to that point of where you desire, where you can be that beauty, to be your amazingness, to be your divinity, to be the gods, the goddesses, and the creators within. we're going to end it here and have a part two. But to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. Namaste.